Okay, so hey guys, today we're going to be making a face shield for COVID. So first I'm going to introduce all the materials we're going to use. First we have this strip thing with a bunch of holes on it. And then we have this hole puncher for when we put the shield thing on top of it. Also we have rubber bands, tightener for these strips that are going to be used to hold the whole thing together. And last we have scissors, and this pick thing is optional if the hole puncher sometimes doesn't work. So the strips, you could find it at most department stores such as Home Depot, and the rest of the things you could find on Amazon, and there will be a link in the description for every single material you need. Okay, so let's get started in the actual process. So first you have to take the strip and cut 24 holes. So you just count 24, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. So I want to cut it somewhere in the middle of the 24th and 25th hole. And for each face shield, you're going to need 2 strips of 24. So just another one, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. And once again, cut in the middle of the 24th and 25th hole. So at the end of the process, you can see this is a finished shield. The edges will have to be rounded out, so we could do that first so that we don't have to do that near the end. So just cut the edges, round out the edges like this on both sides. Also on this one. So we're rounding out the edges of everything on the strips and also the shields later, because we don't want the doctors or medical personnel handling the face shield to poke a hole through their gloves or something like that. Okay, so now we have the 2 strips done. We take one of these shields and you count. So like on this one, right? This finished one, you count 5 holes, and then the next one, you punch 2 holes, and then you connect it with one of these toothpick looking things that bind the shield and the strip together. So here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 holes. And then you want to take the hole puncher, make sure it's still lined up, and then punch a hole through the shield and the hole that's already in the strip. This is the first hole, right? And you see the second hole over here. You hold on to the shield the whole time so that it lines up, and then punch another hole. So after you punch 2 holes and line it up with the hole, continue to hold the shield together with the strip. And now you take one of these toothpick looking things. So since this is the outside part of the shield, you want this stub thing, the stub end of this pick, to be on the inside. So you go through inside like this, go through, and then once you go through the first hole, you come back through the second hole. Come back through the second hole, and then you put it into the stub hole and pull. So now this is the hardest part to get, because you have to hold the shield with the strip so that the holes line up and the shield is parallel to the strip. But now that you have this in place, the second side should be easier. Just make sure the shield isn't going over the strip or under the strip, but completely parallel. Hold it in place and do the same thing to the other side. Punch 2 holes. One here. One here. So this is gonna be the 6th and 7th hole from the other side as well, just like the first side. And then same thing on this side, you take one of these picks and push it through the first hole from the inside. The stub is on the inside. And then through the second hole. And pull it through like this. Now you have the 2 sides. You can go to the middle. From the middle, count 4 holes. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the 5th and 6th hole, you do the same thing. Push the pick through from the back. And back through. And then like this. Okay, so now you have the front part done. So at this point, you could take this tightener and then put the strip that's sticking out inside the tightener and just pull on it until it comes off. And repeat that for every part. All 3 strips. Sometimes it gets stuck, so you have to take it out before you do the next one. Same thing here. Okay. So now that you have this first part done, it should look like this. The stubs are on the inside and the outside should be pretty smooth with the shield attached to the strip. So here, the next step is you have to round out the shield as well so that there's no edges on the whole thing. Okay. Now you take the second strip. Count how many holes. Kind of forgot. Okay, 3 holes. And then line it with the 4th hole. So you take the second strip, right? 1, 2, 3 holes. And then the first hole on the first part with the shield lines up with the 4th hole. So this one is the same thing. You have to take one of these picks, but this time you want the stub on the outside because this is the part that you're wearing on your head. So you don't want the stub to be on the inside and be touching the head. So through from the outside, right? First hole, then round like this, and just like the first part. Do the same thing on the other side. Count 3 holes on the 4th one. Do the same thing. In and out. And through. Okay, so now you take this, the tightener again. Once again, you put the strip into the tightener and pull on it until it comes off. Remove it. The same thing for the other side. Okay. So now you want to make sure that you did everything up to this point correctly. First of all, you cut 2 strips that are both 24 holes long. You rounded the edges on all 4 sides of the strips. And then the second part, when you put the shield, attach the shield to the strip, you went to the 5th hole and the 6th hole to put the first strip. Remember the stump of the strip is on the inside. And on the other side too, the 5th and the 6th hole, the stump on the inside and 1 in the middle. So 4 holes, 1, 2, 3, 4 after the first strip on either side, right? 4 on either side. And after that, you also rounded out the shield. So now for the last part, each rubber band is going to be part of 2 different face shields. So you want to cut it in half. One's on this end. So you want to hold on to the end that you cut so that the 2 rubber bands will be the same length. And again on the other end. So now you take the rubber band, and the rubber band is going to serve as the elastic part that connects the 2 ends of the strip. So on one of the ends, you want to make a knot. So you take one end of the rubber band, make a circle like this, and then take that end and go through the circle, and there you have a knot. So once you have a knot, you take the end that does not have a knot and push it through the first hole on the strip. And then through the second hole as well. So once you have it through, you want to make another knot on the side that hasn't been knotted yet, so that the shield would stay together. So once again, make a circle and push the rubber band through to make a knot. Okay, so this is the completed face shield. And also, before you start making the face shield, make sure you wash your hands so that if you have corona, it doesn't go to the people handling the shields. And if you like this content, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment for future videos. I've always wanted to try saying that. There probably won't be future videos, but you know. And yeah, that's it.